When my family moved to a small Alaskan village in 1896, we thought we had found a fresh start. But on the night my father died, I realized that village wasn't meant for the living. My father was a carpenter, honest, hardworking, but times were hard in East. Work was scarce. Money was fading. Then he saw an article on the newspaper, an opportunity, a job as a cabin roof fixer, which offered land, a small wooden cabin, 2 cows, a barn, a chance to start over in a quiet Alaskan village no one had ever heard of. When we arrived, the village looked peaceful. 6 cabins, only including ours. Smoke rising from chimneys, snow melting under weak sunlight. The villagers came out smiling. Kind faces, warm voices. They helped unload our wagon, carried crates, and even patted our dog on the head. For a moment, we felt welcome. That was when I saw him. An older man standing apart from the others, his clothes worn, eyes tired. He stepped forward and stopped my father. "Lock your doors," he whispered. "Keep your animals close, and do not leave the cabin after sunset." His voice trembled, and he held father's gaze too long. Before we could ask more, 2 villagers pulled him away, apologizing. They told us he was not well, that he said strange things sometimes, and we should not pay attention to him. Our cabin felt old, almost abandoned. The 2 cows in the barn kicked nervously. Our dog did not like the village. Inside, the air felt heavy, like something lingered there before us. As sunset fell, something changed in the village. Lanterns went out, doors slammed shut, curtains closed, no laughter, no chatter, only silence. That night, I heard it, branches snapping loud in the woods. Our dog pressed himself against the door, teeth bared. My father brushed it off, saying it's probably the wolves. We stayed inside our cabin. I was up the whole night scared. In the days that followed, the villagers remained kind, but something felt wrong. They watched the forest all the time. Their smiles seemed rehearsed, their word brief. At night, I saw strange carvings behind their cabins, symbols, circles, antlers etched into wood. I didn't understand it then, but they weren't protecting us. They were preparing us. One evening, I followed 2 men behind the barn. They stood around a wooden post marked with the same carving, whispering words I didn't recognize, hands raised toward the forest. They were not praying to God. They were praying to something in the forest. Then came the night we heard the cows scream. Father grabbed his coat and rushed out. Mother begged him to stay, but he didn't listen. I followed him to the barn doors. That's when I saw it. It stood tall on all 4. It wasn't humanly, it was a beast, antlers like twisted branches, skin stretched over bone, eyes reflecting like embers. The villagers watched from their windows, not screaming, not helping. They bowed, worshiping it. Father stood between us and the creature, shouting for us to run. He grabbed an axe, swung with everything he had. The blade struck, but the beast didn't bleed. It stabbed him with one clawed arm, and for one final moment, he looked at me. Not in fear, in love. He was buying us time. He didn't scream. He only mouthed one word to us. "Go!" Mother dragged me away as the creature pulled him into the forest, and the villagers whispered together in relief. The offering is accepted. We ran miles through snow until sunrise and reached the nearest town. Went straight to the sheriff's office. We told him everything. The village, the people, the beast, and how the beast took my father. The sheriff stared at us, pale, as if we were mentally unstable. He said there was no village for 100 miles. Never has been for decades, no cabins, no families. That it's just forest for hundreds of miles. He took us back in his horse wagon. As we rode through the trees, I watched the landscape, waiting to see smoke, fences, rooftops, anything. But when we reached the valley, there was nothing. No cabins, no barn, no paths in the snow. Just an empty field, as if no one had ever lived there at all. And then we heard a faint sound. Whimpering, standing alone in the snow, was our dog, shivering, waiting, right where we had left him, as if he had never moved. He was the only living thing in that place. No footprints around him, no tracks leading in or out. Just him and the wind and the forest watching us. That day, I realized something terrible. We had not escaped a village. We had escaped something else. And whatever it was, it let our dog live. So we would know it was real. So my father died in a village that never existed.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Dr. Spooky. Remain watchful and stay tuned for the next story, where Dr. Spooky unfolds a new haunting from the depths of the unknown.